this is McJty for the next episode of my Let's Play. In this episode I want to start by showing you a few new things that I'm implementing right now. One is that it's now possible to link a storage module. Let me show you if it wants. Yes, that's this one. That's the module that's responsible for showing the 3x3 grid of items on a screen. But it's now also a module that you can combine with a storage tablet. And by doing that, you can... Oh, now it's out of range. Okay, so if the chunks would be loaded, and they were for a short while after I arrived here, it would be able to access the items. So but I don't have a chunk loader there yet, so let me demonstrate. So actually you see it also has consumed a Pearl level 4 first. So I can now open this, and so I can now from as long as this area is chunk loaded, so let me for example go to there, I can open this and I can search for example iron, and iron can be found here, or you can find it here. I can double click it and it comes here. So you can request items or you can put them back. So if you for example let me first get some ores, say you mined a bit and you collected some ores, then you can just open it, shift click it, and it will go to the blue slot and it will be inserted in the appropriate storage. So this is something new that I just implemented, and it works by directly interfacing to that. So in principle you can have your entire storage network searchable and available through this one. I also plan to extend this with a crafting option so that you can also craft from there. So this should give a few extra options here. Another thing I'm working on, but it's not completely finished yet, is OR dictionary support. So you can now enable ORDict here, and then it will, for example, this is tin. I also will work on the tooltip, by the way. And there are actually, if you go look for tin, you have tin from Tech Reborn, and there are 129 items and 20 of Forestry, so that's 149, so it adds them together. It's not 100% okay yet, because if ORDict... Oh, now it works. It wasn't working before. But it's not working on that one. It's not... So insert is okay, and sometimes I can extract items. Seems to be, maybe I can only extract with an empty hand. Let me try. No, it works that way too. I have to investigate. Something is wrong there, but this is not the final release yet, so I have some time. So this is another day, and I implemented some new features. For example, you can now name modules in an anvil, if you have a bit of experience. For example, so you see in the tooltip as well, this is ingots, this is ores, and you can also see the name here in this one. I still need to name these two. What's also new is you can now, if you have a screen and you want to configure modules, you can just click and it will go there. So I don't want torches there, and the OR dictionary thing has been fixed. You can now click and insert stuff. What I also did was, let's look at this one. I extended the filter, so now 2 extra rows here, and I would like to use that. Oh, that was not the intention. But I would like to use that to add a few of these to that filter. Like this. So I want to move these over. Slime. Let's start with this. So let's do this as well. And it was this one. I should now insert. So everything went here. That's good. And still 6 to go. So I can, for example, dot these 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this. Just inserting everything I have. Okay, so this is now a smaller chest. I also installed FTB utilities, and now I can easily see chunk borders, and I would like to chunk load this chunk so that I can access my storage from anywhere. So I can search for iron, for example, like this. Let me find out how to configure. I got lucky again. Sometimes a pearl can last a long time. This seems like such a time. The pearl before this was much shorter. Oh, it's doing extremely well. I think it just stopped. Yeah, it stopped. But now I got a good power reserve for a while. Okay, so I just started with setting up some EnderIO things. It's not finished yet. So basically I moved the storages here. So this is the ores module, and here I extract ores and I insert them with filter on tin. So this one is processing tin, and the end result for now stays here. So the idea is that the end result will go back to the storage scanner, which is now here. By the way, this is RFTools 5.0, so the newest version of the new features. Storage and crafting update. Also, this chunk is, I found out how I could chunk load it. I had to create a team. So normally I should be able to access everything that I have remotely from there. I'm also going to move this one over here. No, and I'm at the storage scanner. Also find that one. Storage. It's this one. To the top. And down. Like that. So it's the last one in the chain, which means it's just for general items and stuff. This one I no longer need. And it's the Chisel Bits chest. Like that here, like that. So I ran out of iron, so I will have to do a bit of mining now. Because otherwise I can't make a lot of other things, so I will be back. It's so handy that I, while mining, can just remotely access this and just shift click everything that I don't need to have here right back into my system. I also set up a recipe, so for example I can, if I want extra torches, I make 4 of those and then just a stack of those. There are some issues, it doesn't seem to recognize that there were sticks, but let me try that again. Oh yes, of course, for a full stack I don't have enough, but just, it doesn't matter really, so it's working. So there are now currently 3 segments working for gold, iron and tin, and the output is not sent to the alloy smelters but first to the storage scanner. So you can see here all the output is put here and it will be sorted accordingly. So these will probably go to this one, because these are filtered. And now I will do a setup so that the reason I do this because the segment has several byproducts, so I can't just pipe the output directly into here because it wouldn't know what to do with the byproduct. So I just put everything in the storage, and then from the storage I will again insert directly into these for whatever appropriate smelter that I have, material that I have. So that should be from this one. So this one is the one that will contain all the dusts, the powders, and gold and iron and so on, and these I will distribute to these. Probably will have to move this one over here, or I can use another color channel. Okay. So I made a new thing today in RFTools, and it's the storage scanner. So say you, for example, normally it starts like this. A storage scanner, what did I say? Storage terminal, I mean. So let's remove the module. And this one is linked to the storage scanner over there. And you can install it into this by right clicking, and then you can access it without having the need of a tablet. And you can shift click receipts and see what is available. For example, no blocks of redstone, so you can shift click those and so on. It's handy. Okay, so it seems it's not... Ah, I forgot to enable our dictionary for this one. Of course. So now the tin is counted. I was already worried. So I made... so it's still doing tin. And the rest is done. So for gold, iron, tin and copper, the processing is basically okay. So tin should increase, it's increasing. That's good. And it has processed. Yes, there's still some ore here that it will need to process. I also want to set up, because you can, of course, using tin dust, I believe, usages combined with copper, you can make bronze in the alloy furnace. But I wonder, maybe you can also do it with this one, the bronze dust. So you can use the alloy furnace directly. And maybe I'll do that instead. But that's for later. So for now this is the setup is working. So the storage scanner, here is everything is inserted in the storage scanner, so where it will be sorted. So the output from this goes to the storage scanner, not directly to this because there are byproducts. And this is where the dusts go. This is where the ores go. So the ores are on the green channel and the dusts are on the brown channel. That's how this is all distributed. I will expand this with 4 more materials a few days later, and I have implemented a few new features. For example, now you can watch all routable inventories at once, and it will also group the same item. So it's so I have a lot of cobblestone, for example. You can also, if you search, it will filter out and makes it a lot easier. What I also made was this module. I need a button. It was the wrong button. Sometimes it's not crafting. Okay, this appears to be a bug still. Let me see if it works directly from the storage scanner. No. That's strange. Okay, so I will have to investigate what's up with that. It's not always working. Let me try. If I do it directly from here, and then to redstone, insec. I think I know what's wrong. This one is probably ore dictionary with something else. Okay, and I don't have any real insects. I'm going to have to cut this episode, make this episode a bit shorter, because I have a lot of preparation to do for Better Than Minecon, in which I will have a booth for deep resonance and RFTools. And also I had a lot of work with RFTools, and I still have, for that matter. And in a few days I'm going to go on a holiday for about 2 weeks, so I will only be able to record again in August. See, now it works. That was a problem. I have to check or dictionary problem there. So, but let me now try the module. This module allows you to configure on anything that you have mined. For example, flint is something that can go there, and let's say I have one of these. Can't configure all yet, so this one, and there are a lot of slots, but it doesn't show them. Basically, it allows you to dump everything at once. And it's also not working. Okay, it seems I still have a few bugs to fix. Wonder. So there was some change. Let me test something. Let me try this. Okay, apparently there was someone made a change to the 1.10 version, so that buttons that the screen could be used in creative mode, but apparently in 1.9.4 it isn't working properly. I also have to fix that. So in any case, for now I will end this episode, and I will be back in about 14 days. So see you later, and have a nice holiday as well.